Love him or hate him, Logan Paul is days away from getting the biggest amateur paycheck in the history of competitive sports. And I know he's no longer an amateur because his second boxing match with KSI was a professional match, but let's be completely honest, a guy that's been boxing for 3 years with 0 wins either as an amateur or as a pro, he's still pretty much an amateur level competitor. But I'm filming this video on the 3rd of June and the fight is about to happen Sunday of this week, and I am not really looking forward to it. I'm not really excited for Logan Paul versus Floyd Mayweather. There's not a big storyline there, but I'm excited to see a 190-pound guy try to punch the hell out of an undefeated boxer. So I have mixed feelings about this. I don't know exactly which way it's gonna go, but now Floyd and Logan went through an open workout session and we have some footage we can take a look at and see which one of them looks more prepared for the bout on Sunday. I mean, I've watched like 7 seconds of this video and Floyd looks so slick and so clean with everything, the movement, the patterns. I'm wow. It's hard to compliment the best of all time, 50-0, but he looks so clean, slick, and fast, I would say. And he's 44, and when Logan kept on talking about the age difference and the age advantage he has, honestly, I don't know if Floyd lost a step, at least not in the gym. You can't say that much from someone hitting pads. Very interestingly, he's boxing from the ropes, so maybe he's practicing getting put in a corner by Logan, being the bigger man and having to box from the ropes. Very, very interesting. Let's see Logan's footage.
At those moments in your life, you always remember where you were. When a great event happens, an historical event. Where were you when Logan Paul beat Floyd Mayweather? You tell your kids, you tell your grandkids, friends, family, everyone. Time will stop. The earth will stop revolving around its axis.
I love how he went, where were you when Logan knocked out Floyd Mayweather? The earth axis will stop spinning. Fantastic. He sounds very tired. He sounds exhausted. And I hope it's not from the lack of cardio.
How has Puerto Rico changed you? The impossible, baby. How do you go do something that Canelo and Pacquiao needs to do? That was prime Floyd. That was prime Floyd. Styles make fights. I don't fight like Canelo. I don't fight like Pacquiao. Fight like me. I
can really appreciate Logan's confidence here. He says that he doesn't fight like Pacquiao, he doesn't fight like Canelo, because someone asked, how are you going to do something that they didn't? And then he gets asked, who do you fight like? And he said he fights like himself. Very confident, and I really like that. I think that's what you kind of need to have. He probably lacked that. He said that he lacked that killer instinct in his prior fight with KSI. I don't know if that would have helped him win, but he definitely did not have that there. So maybe this confidence he displays here, some people might call it delusion. You need a bit of insanity if you gotta believe you're gonna beat the best boxer of all time. Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 9.
That's pretty cool. I mean, it's very hard to compare, Floyd was hitting pads, someone was holding, and now Logan's punching the heavy bag for power. And I mean, he's got some power, and there's got some speed in there. I don't know if I can see him actually getting his hands so low to actually get Floyd in the middle of the fight, but it's very interesting to see that he's got something.
Not going out in a decade, and it was Victor Ortiz on some bullshit. Who you knocking out, Floyd? Like, I ain't these guys, no offense. Victor's tough, but I'm big. I'm a big guy, and I can take a shot.
Dude, this guy's been training his whole life.
He's pretty good. He's been training a while, they're saying. Decades even, huh? Shit.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Maybe I gotta rethink my game plan.
It's not too late, Logan.
Fuck!
One thing that people don't understand is that Logan and his team are aware of all these bullshit things. They know that Floyd has been boxing since he was out of the womb in 1976 or whenever Floyd came to life. Floyd has been doing this for so many years. Logan is not gonna go in there to outbox Floyd. He's gonna go there and try to, resist his punches. You're not gonna get knocked out by Floyd, and it's not because Floyd hasn't knocked out anyone in so long. It's because you're 45 pounds bigger than this guy. Even if you are going to show up at 190 as the rules say, you're still probably not gonna get knocked out. Maybe you might get TKO'd if you get tired in round 6 or 7, which is kind of what I'm predicting. But even if Logan makes it out alive past a whole 24 minutes with Floyd Mayweather, he is going to be a winner. And that's what he's here for. He's an entertainer and he's gonna put on a show, no matter what the result will be. One of the other things we need to talk about is the rules. So it will be 3-minute rounds, like I just said. 12-ounce gloves, which has been changed since this post came out. Apparently both parties, Logan and Floyd, agreed on using 10-ounce gloves. So that's going to be very interesting because that's going to obviously put Floyd in more danger and also allow Floyd to be faster. That's the dynamic kind of I'm looking there, because with 12-ounce gloves you can protect yourself more, and Floyd is the best at protecting himself. Whereas with 10-ounce gloves, you're kind of gonna go for more speed, power, and maybe knockouts, because there will be no decision. So if this goes all 8 rounds, is that what no winner and no judges mean? Because obviously if someone gets knocked out, we know who is the loser. But if it goes all 24 minutes, there's not gonna be a result. It's gonna be a no contest. I think that's what they did with Tyson and Roy Jones back in November. Not that I ever believed Logan had a real chance, but if it were a judged fight, like not an exhibition, I maybe might have believed in a dream upset and, you know, a lucky haymaker that just takes Floyd by surprise and puts him down. But considering it's an exhibition, I really don't see this going in Logan's favor.
Would I put him up? Yeah, fuck yeah. I think it might be illegal to bet on yourself, right? Yeah, there might be some laws against something like that.
For all the people that want to bet on this fight, I would say don't. You shouldn't bet on someone that's 150 pounds and a 190 pound guy getting in a ring to box the hell out of each other. Personally, just my advice. You guys can do whatever you want with your money and your lives, but that's just a personal advice. What do we know? Life is a mystery. Boxing is a fantastic sport. It's gonna be entertaining, it's gonna be fun, and who knows? Maybe Logan is gonna pull the biggest upset in sports history. If that happens, I'm all for it. So these are my thoughts about Floyd and Logan Paul's fight coming this Sunday. I'm very curious about the result. I'm very curious what the storyline is going to be after the fight. If Floyd is going to mention Jake Paul, if Jake Paul's gonna come in, because we had that whole thing with the hat. If Jake beats Tyron Woodley and after Logan loses to Floyd, we might see a Jake Floyd. Obviously then Jake would lose to Floyd in my mind, and then maybe a few years down the line, Logan versus Jake to prove who the best brother is. They both would lose to Floyd at that point. They would both be on a downfall, and that would be kind of the fight that would secure it all. So these are my thoughts on the entire situation. Let me know, what do you think is going to happen? Who do you think is going to win the fight on Sunday? Do you think it's going to be a short night, a long night? Do you think we're going to see any knockouts from Floyd, from Logan maybe? Tell me in the comments below, and I'll see you next time, whatever I do. Stay hydrated.